Hey guys, me host Superstar, thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! It's Forge. I'm so happy to have Forge in the collection, guys. He's an X-Men that I've been wanting for a long time to complete the lineup. Obviously now we have Forge, we have Bishop, we have Cable, we have all the guys there. It's awesome. Obviously Forge has been a bit of an in-betweener. He's been a part of X-Force, he's been a part of X-Factor, he's been a part of the X-Men. I'm sure he's been a part of Excalibur at some point, so he's done a little bit of everything to do with the X-Men franchise. He is their weapons tech, as his name would give, you know, Forge. He forges their weapons and creates advanced technologies for the Xavier Mansion as well as the team. So he's a very, very reliable guy that they have in the mansion. He was also the guy in the video games when they made the Marvel Legends video games. It was called, the X-Men Legends. And they went to Forge to get upgrades and stuff. My familiarity with Forge comes from the 90s TV series as well as the comics. I did have his details up. Where are my clip notes? So he first appeared during Uncanny X-Men 184 back in August of 1984, and this was a character that was created by Chris Claremont was the writer, but he was drawn for the first time by John Romita Jr. So a bit of an awesome character, John Romita's character. So obviously this was a little bit later on. This is 1984 when he was introduced, and he's also been a part of, as I said, X-Men, X-Factor, X-Force, and the X-Corporation. He's got superhuman intuitive talent for inventing, and also genius-level intelligence, various mystical abilities, and is a skilled marksman. He's been in everything from the Mutant X to Marvel Zombies to Hulk to House of M to Age of Apocalypse, Exiles, Age of X, Old Man Logan. He's done everything in the Marvel Universe, so he's a good character to have immortalized in plastic. So guys, I have been reviewing this entire wave of figures. If you haven't seen my reviews already, please go back and give them a watch. We've already done reviews for Gambit, we've done Beast, we've done Weapon X Logan, we've done Blink, we've done Jubilee. So we've just got Forge today, and then we've got Skull Buster later on, as well as Caliban to round out the collection. But let's bust this bad guy out of the packaging. I do like the fact that it's got a lovely art piece on the back, and it does have some nice write-up over here, which does state, living up to his name, Forge is an expert inventor who supplies the X-Men and other groups with advanced technologies. Let's break him out of the packaging. Here we go. Okay, so it does come with two weapons, which is pretty cool. Ooh. Yeah. Doing all these X-Men reviews is making me want to load up the old Xbox 360 and have a go on X-Men Destiny. Because if you never played that game, it's an awesome beat-em-up game. Based on the X-Men franchise. Very similar to, like, do you remember the games like Urban Chaos and side-scroller beat-em-up games? It's very similar to that. It's in homage of those kind of games. But yeah, it's X-Men based, so I might have to go back and give that a game this afternoon. But for now, let's have a look at Forge. Look at that face sculpt. Very nice indeed, based on his comic book variant. This is the most classic version of the character. It looks really awesome, and I'm loving the big gauntlets, big gauntlet gloves, and of course his nice boots there as well with this strap along the top. So he did have an affair, well not an affair, but he did have a little bit of a fling with Mystique as well as Storm from the X-Men. And like I said, it did appear well back in 1984, but he's still a part of the universe today. So let's talk articulation. The head is on a ball joint, so you can make him look all the way down and all the way up, as much as this hairpiece here will allow. His arms do lift up as well and do rotate at that top hinge there, as well as at the bicep with a double hinged elbow, and the hands are on a a ball joint as well. There is an ab crunch there, as you can see, which crunches backwards and forwards. He does have the little diamond hole in the back, which is also included through the strap there, so you can put something in his back. There's also a waist swivel there, which is pretty loose, which is nice. Legs do lift out, as well as forwards and backwards. with a top thigh cut and a double hinge knee, as well as a top boot cut as well, just underneath that little strap part there. So that's pretty nice. These do fall down. They are separate from the rest of the figure, but if you do push them up just that little bit more, they get a little bit stuck around the top part of the shin. So that seems to hold them up a little bit better. He's also got a fully working holster, which is for his sidearm, which is a basic silver, goldish looking pistol. Which is decent. Wish they'd have done a bit more to it to give it a bit more of a metallic wash over it. Same with this. This is like a greenish grey colour for his actual gun. So let's go ahead and put the sidearm in the side pocket, in the holster. That slots in all the way down nice and snug. It's not going to come out. That's nice and secure. And let's go ahead and pop the big gun. And can we get him to dual wield? Yeah, with a little bit of teasing, a little bit of playing around, you could easily have this guy holding that with two hands. Which is what you kind of want. Let's move that thumb, there we go. Yeah, so you can get him to dual wield it pretty easily. The left finger does have a trigger finger to wrap around the gun as well, to give it a bit more security in the hand. But you're kind of going to want to... I like to have that kind of going across the body in like a normal position and get the other hand underneath. Just looks that little bit nicer when displaying. So yeah, Forge is a very nice figure. I'm liking the fact that the shoulder blades are very nice and tight as well. So when you're moving those around, it doesn't feel loose at all. It feels very secure. So that's pretty nice. You can get him in some decent poses with that gun. Ugh. You're not going to have to worry about that coming loose anytime soon, which is great. Nice. So guys, what do you think of Forge? Let's go ahead and go to the desk cam to give you guys a bit more of a better up close personal look at this figure, because he is awesome. So let's go to the desk cam. Alright guys, so here is Forge out of the packaging, looking pretty sick. I'm loving the way he looks. Love this pose I've got him in as well. It's very cool. Crunched him a little bit back. Let's go crunch him a bit forward again and bring him back down. There we go. So I didn't explain the reason for the headband and his look and, you know, sort of the way with these gauntlets and the boots. He was actually he's actually based on Native American heritage. So this character does have that sort of native heritage to him. That's why they've gone with those style of boots and them sort of like Western sort of gloves almost. I believe it was from his, I couldn't pronounce this wrong, I think, but I think it's called the Cheyenne heritage. Right, he's not an Apache, he was part of the, I think it's called the Cheyenne. I think I've pronounced that right. He was trained as a medicine man, but primarily relied upon technology rather than his mysticism to accomplish his tasks. This created rifts between Forge and his sort of Native American background and his leaders and things like that. But he did serve during the Vietnam War as well, and became a sergeant and was asked by S.H.I.E.L.D. To join, but Forge declined. And then I believe he came part of the X-Men after that. But he created cybernetics to replace lost limbs and things like that. So I think he had something to do with the making of the arm for Cable, if my memory serves me right, but I may be wrong about that. I am literally going off my memory at this point. This was kind of the era of comic books that I always enjoyed. I always sort of the late 80s, early 90s kind of comics that always included sort of bits of X Factor, bits of the X-Force and stuff. So Forge and the guys like Bishop and Cable were always in the comics that I read, along with like Deadpool and the X-Men themselves, obviously. But there was always a lot of time travel going on and dystopian futures and things like that. So I always had a lot of stories with Forge in them. So it's nice to finally have a figure to go with the rest of the guys in this series. But yeah, let's bring in some. I'll stand him up properly and let's bring up some more figures that we can put with Forge. So because I'm really excited to have this in my collection. So let's get some more figures to compare him with. Alright guys, so as you can see there is Forge with his buddies, including, move Deadpool out of there, including Cable and Bishop there. Those are the characters I kind of always associate Forge with.
these are kind of the three guys that go between the different teams, including X-Men, X-Force, X-Factor, amongst the various other spin-offs they've had over the years. So Forge was always that middle guy as well, just like these guys, going back and forth wherever was needed. So yeah, he's pretty decent. He's not as big as the other two, but he's just a regular sized character. Trying to just find a regular size guy. He's more in keeping with the size of like Gambit, sort of the regular bodied figures. And by the way, there is Gambit from this wave as well. If you haven't seen the review, please check it out. As well as the Weapon X Wolverine. He's an awesome new figure as well. Reviewed him the other day. Don't forget, we've still got to review the Kit Bash King's Iceman as well, which we got given. That Iceman is an awesome figure. We recently reviewed Jubilee as well. She was a nice addition. First time I've had a Jubilee figure in the series as well, so very happy about that. And as well, we've had Blink as well in this series. Blink is a character that's kind of new to a lot of people, but I've been reading her stories for years in the Exiles comic, but she was recently made famous in Days of Future Past movie, as well as the Gifted TV series. And don't forget as well, we also did a review of Beast. If Beast will even stand up. Come on, Beastie. Alright, then sit down. How about that? Sit down back and have a tantrum. As if that wasn't enough for you, though, we've also got Stan the Man Lee. If you want to see a review of the knockoff Stan Lee figure, let me know in the comments. To say it's a KO, it's still pretty cool. And it's nice to have a Stan Lee figure in the series. But what do you guys think? Are you guys a big fan of the X-Men like me? Let me know in the comments below. So guys, what are your thoughts on Forge? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this review, guys, please smash that subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us, really helps us out, and helps us keep making awesome videos. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you.